Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SonicRanger. Welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's funny, every time I say that, it just makes me think of a comic on DeviantArt. If you haven't been on DeviantArt and you're not a Sonic fan, you probably have no idea what that is, but if you are both of those things, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little early, so my voice isn't as great, and I have high-pitched characters to play, so I'm hoping that my little tricks to help my voice clear up will help. So, alright, let's get right into it. We have arrived in the saloon car, so we're going to hang out with Knuckles for a bit. I already see some clues, and I'm very excited to see what happens next. We're looking for Tails, because Tails is our buddy. Life, I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Oh, I guess you can choose which person you want to talk to. Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down that easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're all just really committed to the mystery frame. You have nothing to worry about, promise. I guess that's the game's way of telling you, don't worry, this isn't serious, this is a game, it's for fun. They all have to act the part because, you know, this is a murder mystery game. Plus, I can imagine kids would be playing this game too. They've really aimed at kids a lot more. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. And again, it's not realistic. Oh, by the way, I'm aware that my mouse actually does appear on screen. I was looking over the last video, I'm like, oh wait, my mouse is on screen. So that's good. I want to find a way to put one of those fun pointers on screen. I know there's a way to do it, but I don't know how to do it yet. I'll figure it out. If you guys have tips for me, give me the tips in the comments, because I'd like to have something other than just my boring old mouse on screen. I know there's ways to do it, but I don't know it. Okay. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake from what Sonic said to me. Is he really part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. It is messing with me though. I'm like, is it though? Wait, is it a game, or are they taking this seriously, or is this part of the murder mystery? That's always the hardest part about any murder mystery games. Don't ever ask me to go to a murder mystery game, because I will most likely believe something's actually wrong. Especially since everyone's so committed, unless I know the inner workings of the game. Alright. Can I tag along with you? Because I have to play along too. If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. No, now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy who worked a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. He's so cute, I love it. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. You vermins. What are you all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. I'm making it as if he's really just struggling to have this accent. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. That's adorable. Knuckles, you're a sweetheart. This is why you're one of my favorites. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to during the murder, before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi. Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Life, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Aside from breaking the video game machine? Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Knuckles. Clearly we won't be able to give the Super Monkey Ball a try. Oh, well that's why he smashed it. That game is rough. Talk about a game for Rage before Rage was even known. At least for people who didn't play, like, big-time games like I did. That was a game I got on the GameCube when we were young, and man, did that game tick me off. I hated that game. It was cool and it was colorful, but man, did it make me mad. It did make me more aware of how to not to overcompensate when I played games later, like racing games. I got into Mario Kart and stuff a lot more after that point. I probably would do really good if I played it again, because I'm a lot better at controlling it now. Handling's not so hard. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more to be caused from punches? Who would have done that? Tails doesn't even have to question it. He knows exactly what happened to the game. What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check here. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. I'll show you. One of these days it'll be in there. Though having the trash cans in every car, I'm like, it just reminds me of Markiplier, because he does the whole, it's a spittoon! When he played, West of Loathing. That is probably my favorite Markiplier clips ever. I go and watch the compilation of him finding all the spittoons every now and again, because it's just so fun. Wanted poster. Sorry. Allergies are absolutely awful lately. That's what happens when you live in the boonies and your body still hasn't adjusted to all the allergens around you. Anyway, decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Wait, that would be fun if you actually could find him hiding somewhere on the train. Poor Omochao. Hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Wait, what? What do you mean medical malpractice? Interesting. Medical malpractice? What did you do, Omochao? Breathtaking views. You get it all. Oh, there's the chain! Oh, snap! Wait. Look at the Chow. No. Only Sonic fans would understand why there's a giant chain. This train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I love being fast, but those drops kill me. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. Very funny. I'll never understand this friend group. Seriously, they have so many references to like games that if you're not a Sonic fan, none of them will make any sense. This is like my friends who want to go see the Mario movie. I'm like, if you don't play any Mario, you're not gonna get it. Of course, most of my friends are gamers, so they know. But yeah, if you know about the chain, if you don't know about the chain, I'm sure someone in the comments will tell you. I'll let you try and figure it out. Hey, train. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? You fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can I microwave? How well can it microwave? Alright, let's check out the first bit of obvious evidence. Wait, this is interesting. What is it? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? With lipstick. Knuckles was really thirsty? Like, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone must have been here. Well, technically it is his color, man. We should log this. Used cups. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. What else? He was hanging out with Rouge. Ah, a bowl of assorted nuts. Classic saloon snack. Kind of bland. Huh, seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Ugh, Patooey! Or maybe they're just unsalted. Poor Tails, that's disgusting. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. It's probably not from the costume. It's literally one of his old hats. If you've seen more of I'm trying to think. Where all do you get to see Knuckles in his hat, aside from the old comics? The old comics would have him when he grew up. He wore the hat all the time. Not exactly that one, though. I think the only place you'll find it, aside from, like, fan-made stuff... Oh, wait. Sonic Boom, they show his hat. That's right. They, cameoed the hat. But it's also in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie OVA or something like that, where he's wearing the hat all the time. Because that's where he's like a bounty hunter or something. No, treasure hunter. He was a treasure hunter in that one. No, Master Emerald. Just Metal Sonic, Egghead, and the weird princess. That makes no sense. Knuckles, are you blushing? Because I like your hat. I've always loved Knuckles' hat. I love that they did him in his little hat now. I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Then you just adjust your hat a bit so we can see it better. I said leave! Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure. Like a butter of sorts, right? Butler of sorts, right? Come on, Life, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Oh, yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, Butler. Dang it! Alright, let's talk real quick. What now? Oh, I don't want to ask him not to beat me up. I feel like that'd make him sad. I have to find out. No promises. Ha! Knuckles, would you ever fight me? No, you bruise too easily. Wouldn't be fun. I bruise easily too. Guess I wouldn't be fun to fight either. No, I'd fight you. Sorry, Life. I wish you luck. He's not actually going to fight me, right? Alright, let's interrogate. Ooh. Knuckles, Life and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour of before the murder took place. I'm able to read, I just keep skipping stuff. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too. We do? Life, just take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Smashed again. An arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it? Oh wait. Get my buttons! Whoopsie. Whoopsie-doo. Well, you see, you have no argument here. You are weak. Ouch. Like, let's follow that train of thought again, shall we? I'm not doing this right. I don't like this angle. Ah, shoot. Line of rings. Let's try that again, shall we? Might help if I didn't keep running into spikes. Ah! You're about to see my terrible gaming skills. I don't like this kind of style of game, so I don't play app games. Rings on the side. Ah! Okay, I made it. Jeez. Alright, got it. Jeez. This is why I'm taking my sweet time before I go play Nefarious, because I am playing that for sure. I've actually already started, but man do I look bad playing it. I keep getting killed a lot. And I keep missing the jumps. Sorry, there's something right here. Okay. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... Super Monkey Ball is your favorite game. Your hair was found at the scene. It wasn't. The arcade cabinet is covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? Wait now, Knuckles. What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why? I needed a punching bag, and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on it. Life, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Yes, outthink him, because you're sure as heck not going to outbeat him. Ah! I'm trying to avoid taking the bouncy spots because those tend to make me miss rings rather than get me safely across. The arcade machine is fixed! No! Don't look at the scores! Quick, look at the scores! I'm pulling it up now. Oh, look at Vector. He was one. Oh! Oh, you poor thing. I feel your pain. Vector beat you by 1 point. Bear in mind, Vector is a detective. You are the guardian of the Master Emerald. You can't feel bad. The fact that you got so close is actually impressive, because Vector probably plays a lot of video games in his free time, which he has a lot of. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who would get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Gah. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now! I know I said it would be cool to have some mini-games. I really didn't want this kind of mini-game. No! Dang it. You have nothing. Zilch. Nada. Now leave, you two. Quick, Life. Let's try this again. Oh, come on. I can jump. Okay. Hang on. I got this. Gotta focus. It helps to just look at the squares I'm stepping on. I'm putting enough rings. It's fine. Okay. I feel like I can't look at what's coming. I have to look at what's right in front of me. Otherwise, I keep getting tripped up. Now, Life, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? The multiple cups. No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. It's not like I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. He went back and forth. No, sorry. Tails moved, so I thought it was Tails. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest. Didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what about the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on the high score list doesn't make sense. Life, can you take a look one more time? And odd name on the high school list? What is Tails talking about? I mean, hold on. Where's my? Oh, I used my mouse. Everyone else is foods, except this one. Except those two, because we already know who did. I think these were like made up so that you have something to beat. All the other names have food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim? Oh snap! Was Shadow here? Ultimate life form? That's funny. You may not know, Life, but there is someone here that goes by that title. The ultimate life form. It's Shadow. Shadow played it too. Was he? No, I saw when everyone came in. No, never mind. There's someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow is here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. Oh, that's adorable that Shadow, of all people, knew how to play Monkey Ball. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Oh right, he's a locksmith, so he had to keep giving people keys, I guess. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No. I think she has some sort of key too. Oh right, she has the birthday key. Conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Did he and Espio have an argument? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me, even though I asked with that annoying cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Woo! Victory! More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library's the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails of Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Life, let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Life! Coming. This game is adorable. Okay, let's, whoops. No. You vermins better pull up chocks, I say. Understood, Sheriff. Yeehaw. Okay. I guess if I clicked the door, it would have been locked. Ready to mosey down to the next car? No way, Dagnabbit. You got it, partner. Onwards! Alright, let's see the library car. We get to hang out with Espio and Vector. Ah, hang in there. Hang in there, cheese! Oh, look at him. He's all cute looking. Alright. Oh, this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Oh. I'm just clearing out the, stuff, I guess. The inventory. Oh no, it's that character that Game Grumps created. That horrifying creature of no. I'll stick to that. Terrifying creature. I can't remember the name, though. Dang it. So you're aware, that's the only way I followed Sonic Force was watching the Game Grumps play it with their creepy-looking character. Otherwise, I wouldn't have followed Sonic Forces at all. I'm still kind of slow on Sonic Frontiers. The only reason I know anything about that one for sure is because my brother played it. He was not impressed. And he looks for games that have a lot going on. He did not appreciate that one. He's like, they stopped making good games after Sonic Unleashed. Alright. I gotta prepare myself. I got Amy now. You would think Tails would be the hard one, but no, Amy's harder. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter Amy Rose is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espy and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are.
Have you found any leads?
Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl.
Ah, she knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on her birthday.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl?
And there's her birthday key.
The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm, just making sure things go well.
Things aren't going great.
Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that.
Besides murder?
My social skills, non-existent.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet.
Poetry. A resonant message from the poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure.
Oh, look at the little child.
Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 dee dee dee.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Hey now, Vector's the vocalist of this band. You can't make Espio do it, he plays the instrument. No one said he's a singer. Life in a... Oops, wrong person.
Life and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blade, Shadow, Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way," at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked in through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? He's the locksmith.
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
Did I say that right? I feel like I said saloon, not library. Anyway. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one who told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around, and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you would like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Our alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library card reading. Car. Ugh. Do they even have physical library cards anymore? I haven't had a library card since I was little. I'm like, I still have it. I'm like, do people even still give out physical library cards, or is it just in the system? I know when my brother goes to the my youngest brother goes to the library now, all he has to do is give him his name. I don't know if mom has his card or something like that. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely.
Everybody's having fun. A child hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Isn't it a... Wait. But Chow can fly. Why would he need to hang from that?
Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
Why, though? There's no way that there was that much thought put into this poster. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know how Chow work. They fly. He has wings. There's no reason for him to be hanging from the branch. How'd he even get there? Right? Jeez, Tails' voice is not doing my morning voice any favors. Let's see what Rouge was looking at.
Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh. Life, look at this. There are a couple maps here.
This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. And that's let me see, it's most likely locked.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car.
Oh wait, it's unlocked.
When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should.
Shadow's lock is added to the inventory. It's open. Why is it open? Chaos Cola.
Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best.
I'm sorry if you're hearing me clearing my throat over and over again. Where's my water bottle? Hold on. See if that helps. Alright. Trash can! Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
Oh, I really thought there'd be something there.
Life, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm alright.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so?
Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it.
Life, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? I officially consider this character an actual Sonic character now. I don't care what anyone says. It's supposed to be generic, you're a character here type thing, but he's officially a character in my book. I like him. Well, let's just take a pause and sit for a second.
These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read.
Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit.
Life, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember?
I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. What's this book? There's a big, bright red book.
Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
What kind of recipes?
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelet.
You may not be wrong. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
I would want to as well. I used to, sort books and stuff at a library. I was a volunteer. Yeah, leaving books on the ground is just so wrong. Poor books, they did nothing to anybody. Maybe someone's used a book to kill someone, but it's not the book's fault. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge Man had pulled a lot of these out searching for something too.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels empathy for everything.
Alright, let's talk to the guys now that I've checked everything here. Wait, did I click the globe yet? I kept scrolling over it, but I never actually clicked it.
A globe of a marvelous planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some more of the countries.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle.
See? I knew that was a reference to that game. Sorry, I'm like struggling here. Gosh. No, I was gonna say I knew that was from one of the games, but I couldn't remember. Because I can't remember the name of the place in... Oh, Soliana. That was the one I was thinking about. I'm like, it's not that one. Which one was it? Sonic Unleashed. Spagonia is where the professor lived with his university. That professor's the one who was helping Sonic with, you know, the whole Dark Gaia problem. Because he'd been researching it. See, I knew it. I knew it. I just have a bad memory.
He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone, has been everywhere, haven't they? Alright, Vector, you're first.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
Oh, you really got into character.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
What if I hid the knife? What if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Hey, he's a detective. He's supposed to think about these things. Let's see what he says if I take his order.
Oh, yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery's more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Life. Why would you tease him like that?
And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Look, Life, you've made him a fool.
Not that he usually needs help. Come on, Life, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? Come back here. Alright, let's talk.
I may be a butcher.
Oh, wait. Did I already do this? Oh. Oh, I didn't. I talked to him initially. I keep forgetting. As soon as I click him, I talk to them.
I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a little more first?
Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need any good butchering.
So I guess we have to talk to Espio first. Fancy a poem? How about a poem about trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks.
I actually really like that one.
Huh? I have no choice. I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbly tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs, honey. Oh wow, I don't serve any eggs on this train though. My talent is waste on you lot. Okay. So we're missing something. Oh wait, there's more of the room. There's Professor Pickle right there.
Wow. I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid at a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a training library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one.
A manual.
Ooh. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
You think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Jesus, like it's right at the back of the throat where it's like you can't get it out. Okay. That's okay. I'm almost done anyway.
I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened. start with Vector. So, the two of you don't.
Oh wait, sorry. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Life and I are here to confirm two things: why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
This is true. Vector needs to be hanging out with people. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
It seems to line up with the information we gathered on Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but you were actually reading the entire time you were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't know you that, detective. Let the man live.
Oh, he read the Eggman book. Because he wanted eggs.
What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Mike, could you help me out?
Alright, Life, what book do you think Espio may have been reading? Well, I mean, it's the only book we have.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Oh no, it's longer! Oh, it's ninja stars. Oh gosh!
Oh snap, I blew right through that.
Nice! Look at me go, I figured out the trick.
There were books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual. This meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. Well, I mean, they literally work together and live together. They're buddies. It's funny that Charmy isn't here, but I guess it wouldn't be appropriate to bring a child to a murder mystery game. Plus, he wouldn't be able to keep in character. Charmy is a little too rambunctious. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. The trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Life, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? All the way at the end. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like Espio aced that question. Life, hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. Which page should I choose? Something closer to the front. What was the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Life. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? Something right in the middle. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suit of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. Or a ninja, in this case. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. This is why Espio's a detective. He actually can retain information a lot. Vector's just better at handling confrontations. And Charmy is Charmy.
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't you want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, suppose we... Wait a minute. Rouge was through here.
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up.
Yeah, Rouge and Shadow were both through here. What the heck are you talking about?
Tails? No, wait, Life? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Life, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who saw Espio reading, but what?
A lock.
Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what has this to do with anything?
We're up, Life. Let's get our argument together.
I thought this was going to be done soon, but I guess not. Oopsie.
Ah!
Didn't realize how close I was.
Freak it out, man!
Dang it!
It's too much to keep track of.
No! No! Darn it!
Consider my time wasted.
Let's give this another go, Life.
I got this. I was doing so well when I started, but then it got a little too fast-paced.
I'm looking too far ahead.
I gotta really time it.
Dang it! I got enough rings, but man! Keep hitting those spikes. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't that high a score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Well, based on the Sonic the Comic series, they're actually geniuses.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another or on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, I could sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment were you really in the library car at all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. I just thought of something. I didn't actually look at that map good. The one of the room. I should have looked at that to see if there was any secret spots, because Espio, being able to climb walls, would easily be able to access any hidden secrets, and being a ninja, he would notice anything there. Probably took a break from reading and went exploring the room a bit. But how would Espio leave? Oh, I read that.
It's a mystery, my dear Life. One that I would love for Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow passed by through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't here for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library card? What should I do? Join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails when he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning. Oh gosh. My favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I was about to say, they're doing a serious Danganronpa repetitive craziness with those little cutscenes, but they're actually making it very funny. I appreciate that they're just changing it every time you see it. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems.
All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
Alright, now let's get my thoughts on it. I really couldn't quite see it, but that's okay. I'm sure the game will explain.
Jeez.
I made it through the first tie, though, so that's cool. I'm getting better at this.
The library map? Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Oh, he was probably sitting right over here.
Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him?
Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other from this spot, because a bookcase was in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.
See, they're both so innocent. We did! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Oh, that explains it.
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are on the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
Come on, Life. Let's see what's next.
Coming. Let's go.
You sure you don't want to stay and look at all these great books a little longer?
Mystery calls.
Okay, the investigation continues.
Then. Oh, look at the little bouncer chow. Even the arm is playing arcade games. And then we dump what we don't need again. Alright, I think that's enough for now. This actually ended up being longer than I anticipated. I was planning to just do the one car and move on, but that actually ended up being a lot longer. I have a feeling I would have to cut these in half a little bit. But that's fine. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. For now, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. This is SonicRanger, signing out. Bye!